Coach Bo here with another Diamond Insight video. Let's take a look at what we can learn from this one, specifically infielders. Infielders, when a ball is hit to you, if it's not a shot or a hard hit ball to you, you have to think in and then adjust from there. In this case, the second baseman doesn't come in on that ball. Now, he probably didn't have time to take more than a step or two in, but he should have closed that gap. And because he doesn't close the gap, the runner is safe at first base. And his throw was a little bit on the weaker side. I don't think he put as much on the throw as he could have. So infielders, when the ball is hit to us, if it's not a hard shot or a really hard hit ground ball, we need to be thinking, close the gap. Like I said, in this particular case, that might have only been a step, but that one step would have made the difference because the batter beat the throw by one step. Of course, this throw could have been better. There could have been a little more juice on the throw, a little extra hesitation there. There are three things that the second baseman does incorrectly that we can learn from. Number one, doesn't close the gap. Again, it might have only been a step in, but one step is often the difference at first base. The second thing, kind of a casual transfer instead of a timely and quick, efficient transfer of the ball. And number three, the throw was casual. It wasn't a good firm throw. Now, second basemen aren't known to have the best arms on the field, but that was clearly not a full strength throw. So he sits back on the ball. This ball's hit decently, but it's a medium speed ground ball. Nothing that would be considered a hot shot. On a hot shot, either you stand your ground or you move backward, assuming that the ground ball or the line drive's coming right at you, right? If it's to the left or right, of course, you need to shuffle or slide to the left or right. But this is a medium speed ground ball. The gap should have been closed on this ground ball. On a medium speed ground ball, it should be closed. It might only be one step forward, maybe two. There should be some closure. And this is why getting so many ground ball reps is so important. At practice, it's about getting the reps as much as getting a bunch of instruction. As coaches, we want to give a few key pointers to our infielders, and then we want to let them rep, because every ground ball is going to be unique. Some are going to be hard shots. Some are going to be short hoppers. Some are going to be three bouncers, two hoppers, four hoppers. Some will be left. Some will be right. Some will be slow rollers. Some will be big choppers. A lot of them will be that medium speed ground ball. Players need a lot of reps on ground balls. Not a lot of talk about ground balls, but a lot of reps so they can just feel it out. Because during a ground ball like this, when this happens, players aren't going to be able to go through a checklist of how we coach them up. It's just instinct and intuition based off of a lot of reps. I'm not saying that's why he misplayed it, because he didn't get enough reps. Anybody who follows the Yankees and this particular second baseman, Cadillac is his middle name. That aside, what we can learn from this, a good rule of thumb, infielders, when a ball is hit your way, if it's not a hot shot, it's not hit to your left, it's not hit to your right, but something relatively straight up, that's not hit hard, our first step is in. Our first thought is in. Again, it may not be a full charge. In this case, it might have just been a step, one big step, maybe a couple steps, but that's the difference maker often at first base on those bang bang plays. Secondly, if you don't know the runner's speed, assume they're fast. If you don't know the runner's speed, assume they're fast. If anything, overestimate the hitter's speed. We don't want to rush through things. We want to be quick and efficient. And third, make a firm throw. There's no reason not to make a firm throw. That doesn't mean we're overthrowing it and trying to light up the radar guns from second base to first base, but make a good firm throw. This is why I think it's so important in practice for our infielders to have live runners or go against a stopwatch. I don't know for sure, but my guess is all throughout spring training and pregame, he does the same thing. There's no stopwatch forcing him to go quick. There's no urgency. Coaches, if this happens on our team, that's because we're not training it fast enough. We're not forcing those players to get rid of it quick on a stopwatch. Again, they shouldn't rush through it, but there should be efficiency and some urgency on all of these plays. All right, this has been Coach Bo with 80-20 Baseball. There's a ton more over at 8020baseball.com to level up your baseball IQ. We'll see you in the next video.